Wellbeing is about how we're doing, how we're feeling. It's about the external conditions that affect our life. It's about our internal capacity, how we function in society. So it's about objective things and subjective things as well. And similarly, community wellbeing is about how we're doing together. It's about how we relate to each other, our levels of trust, our sense of identity and pride in a local area, and all those things need to be measured using objective but also subjective measures. All those things paint a picture of how a community is doing and how resilient a place is to sustain future shocks. And one thing that we at the Centre would urge public sector boards to do is to look at interventions that help boost social relations, because social relations are key. They're one of the protective factors for shocks. They're one of the drivers of individual well-being, and they're one of the things that are actually actionable for local authorities at a community level. So one thing that I think is a great opportunity in terms of community well-being is how small and not very expensive interventions can actually open the door to really big community well-being impacts. So for example, we know that events really boost mood. But one other thing that events do is break down barriers between people. I mean, if you can create the opportunities for those essential relationships to start between neighbours, between people who are different from each other, or just people within a group, that can really reap benefits further on down the line. Often local actors think that they need to intervene with a lot of money or a big programme of work, but actually sometimes, as one of the delegates at today's event said, sometimes it's about getting out of the way and just helping people to do the kinds of activities that they want to organise together and that they already know how to do. It's about facilitating that. So community wellbeing can be thought of as the links between individuals and the communities that they sit in, but also about the community itself. So on an individual level, we know that the things that are really important are a sense of trust, a sense of pride and belonging, and that people in your local area feel positively towards you. But actually at a community level, we need to look at things like equality. Are there some people who have much higher well-being or much lower well-being, and what kind of effect does that inequality have on being well together? Some of the other things that we need to look at a community level are things like the sustainability of community infrastructure, of social relations. Are these conditions that are going to last for generations, or do we think they're going to break down because they aren't being sustained by the local authority?